our executive director of communication. We never want you to feel that proud issue.
All right, there we go. Thank you, Dr. Patton. Good evening, Board of Education members, Dr. Patton, colleagues, and community. Today for Riverview Excellence, we have several outstanding individual and actually some groups. First, I want to call forth Dr. Tiffany Hunter, our Director of Assessments. And Dr. Hunter was just recently awarded the Francis and Elizabeth Huss Graduate Award in Education Administration by Lindenwood University. This award is given to the graduate student who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, leadership, and potential as a professional school administrator. And Dr. Hunter received her award this Sunday. We had some pictures from that, and I think that we can safely say that she is doing a great job as a school administrator, but even though she has her doctorate, she's still continuing her education. And so we want to give a round of applause to Dr. Hunter. All right. And next, I know he's not here, he's out of the district this week, but Dr. Daniel Jones, the assistant principal at Riverview Gardens High School. Dr. Jones was named the assistant principal of the year for the entire St. Louis region by the Missouri Association of Secondary School Principals. And so that's so Dr. Jones, we surprised him at the high school. I believe it was last Thursday. Yeah. He had no idea. Yeah. He thought he was in trouble. He was called down to the library. He came in and everybody started cheering and applauding. And he's like, what's happening? What's going on? And then there's a big banner behind him. And so Dr. Jones is doing a great job there at the high school. And so now he will go on to represent the St. Louis region in hopes of being the assistant school principal of the year for the state of Missouri. Yeah. But if he's out this week, we will invite him back if he's able to come to the next meeting. I'm going to go in reverse order because I think we have one of our Science Olympiad winners here. So I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. Our Science Olympiad, it was a great event this year. We had a lot of great science fair projects that were put on. We had a lot of vendors that came out and activities, and our parents really showed up and our students showed up for the event. And so we wanted to recognize our top three finishers. Finishing in third place from Highland Elementary is Denise Battle's fourth grade class. Was that ready for that? The board presentation was whether color affects taste. In second place from Highland Elementary, Glasgow Elementary, we had Kristen Riley's kindergarten class. Our kindergarten class came in second place. And I'm going to correct their title. I got the full title from email today. Ms. Riley wasn't able to be here, but it's Orange You Glad Science is So Appealing. A Sink or Float Experiment. So kindergarten class in the district-wide Science Olympiad came in second place. So let's give them a round of applause. And now for first place, Ms. Dino, can you come on up? Ariane Dino of LeMasters Elementary, back-to-back. She won her class won first place last year. They won first place again this year with a working, and Ms. Dino has a fifth grade class. They made a working urinary system model. And so Ms. Dino, tell a little bit about
the details of that.
And her students are here as well, so I missed the students. Go ahead and introduce your students.
And so I have here my fifth graders. That's me and Josiah and Jordan McCallie and Kamara Adams. They're the one who did their project sharing our system. 95% I just helped them with the hat glues, that's all, but all of them are done. So I'm just so proud of. Thank you so much for this.
Everybody, the trophy that you got tonight. So we're gonna do our photographs. Let's do, students are already up on the board. Hold on, one second.
Okay, we don't want to leave anybody out.
All right, if the board can take a photo, we didn't want to leave a student out. She's just here to enjoy the show. Oh, and the parents as well. Yeah, parents, come on up. Come on up and get in a photograph. Absolutely. Because we know our students and our class people without the parents. Thank you. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Ms. Shay, do we have any patrons for public comment? No, ma'am, we do not. Thank you. Next, we will move to board announcements. Do we have any announcements? Ms. Searsworth and Ms. Mulberry. Dr. Bennett.
I'd like to thank all my supporters and everybody who voted for me to the election. And I'd like to reassure the board and the community that I still stand for my priorities of full accreditation, quality education, increased teacher salary and recruitment. And I thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank everybody. I wanted to thank everybody that was part of Prop N. I didn't get a chance to canvas with you all this year, but I was so proud that Prop N passed. And so all of you that did the hard work, you know, I'm asking God to give you an extra special blessing because we really needed that. And I'm just so glad that it passed. And then I thought I saw something, and I know I don't always see her at the meeting, but I believe that Ms. Turnipseed is now Dr. Turnipseed.
Dr. Turnipseed.
Yeah, so I saw that, and so, hey, girl, congratulations.
And Dr. Bailey and Dr. Coleman.
Hello, everyone. A couple of announcements. I want to congratulate all of the board members who were elected. This is my last board member as a director, but I will be serving as the mayor of Bellfountain Neighbors. So I will have the opportunity to support the district in a different type of way. So I would like to thank all the individuals who voted for me, all of the staff. I have enjoyed serving as a state appointed board member and then the elected board member, and utilizing my skills as a legislator and a 20-year educator. So thank you so much for the honor to serve. And we was working at Poe with the prop documents and getting them out. So everybody helped on that day. On April the 30th, I just received correspondence that the state senator Angela Mosley and state rep Chanel Mosley will be hosting event for property tax assessment or the senior tax freeze. Like if you have questions, and it's going to be at Westside Missionary Baptist Church on Dunn Road. So that's going to be at 5:30. And the inauguration of myself and the older persons for Bellfountain Neighbors will take place on April the 24th at 6 p.m. at Bellfountain Neighbors Rec Center. So please come out and join us in this celebration. We're looking forward to moving our city ahead. And we do have one of our alderwoman-elect here, Brittany Alberti. She's putting her head down. But she is here, and I saw that we have our other fellow mayor here, which is Mayor Reggie. So thank you all for coming. And once again, congratulations to all of the candidates.
Good evening. Of course, you know, Riverview Gardens is so excited about Profium, but I'm telling you, we have another reason to be excited. I am so excited for Mayor Reggie Jones.
Yes.
I really do believe that Mayor Jones single-handedly got that proposition passed all by himself because he worked so hard and so tirelessly, and we appreciate him because, you know, Dalewood is part of Riverview Gardens community. Yeah. So when Dalewood succeeds, Riverview Gardens succeeds, and we appreciate you and your hard work, your tireless work. We certainly appreciate your support for Riverview Gardens School District. Congratulations, Mayor Jones.
Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to my supporters. Thank you for everybody that came out and voted for me. And as always, I do everything I do for the kids. So I look forward to just working to get this district moved forward.
Thank you, board members. Okay. Next, we'll move to our reports. Dr. Ben. We are going to go with our student report first. And since our students couldn't make it, I have elected Ms. Tracy Nave, so can we give our student / assistant superintendent of leadership and accountability a round of applause to come off with.
I was voluntold.
Good evening, Board of Education. On behalf, my name is Tracy Nave, Assistant Superintendent of Leadership and Accountability. And on behalf of Kevin Bass, a senior at Riverview Gardens High School, and Orlana Davis, a junior at Riverview Gardens High School, I will read the student representative report. We recently sent out a survey to students asking for their voice to address concerns and areas in which they feel our school is doing well. There are positive developments at RGHS. We are in our third week of end of course exams. Our students are really doing their best on the test. There are 17 days left until senior checkout, so we're very excited about that. Some of our concerns in our student survey, some students brought to our attention concerns about the cleanliness of the school, but it's also a concern that students should be mindful of campus cleanliness as well. Everyone needs to do their part. The upcoming events at RGHS are prom. Prom will be this Saturday, April 18th at the Chase Park Plaza. In honor of Autism Awareness Month, there will be a presentation on April 24th, facilitated by Junior Eric McGrath and Miss Heather Berry from SSD. The band will be traveling to Indiana on April 25th for a band jamboree. Thank you, everyone. This concludes the student representative report.
Thank you, Ms. Blair. I will move into the superintendent's report and I will ask Ms. Morrell and Dr. Coleman to stay out of my notes because they said half of what I was going to say, but I'm saying it anyway. I do want to thank everyone for the pop-in, pastors that pop in, everyone who showed up on Saturday morning knocking on doors, being chased by a dog or two, a time or two, making sure that this was passed, having long conversations. Sometimes the conversations turned into debates. And so our goal was at the end of that debate to sway them toward Prop N, and it worked. So to every community member, board member, every partner, every community, Mayor Reggie, and every community that promoted it. I do want to talk about also the mayors. We spoke at every one of the municipality meetings, and they allowed space for us. So thank you to all of our mayors for allowing space for that and for giving us a platform to talk about Prop N and to get into some interesting debates. I enjoy those. So thank you to everyone, every single one who knocked on the door. It took all of us. It took us having the patience and being committed to Riverview Gardens. So for everyone who contributed, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Even though Ms. Moore tried to steal that from me. And Dr. Coleman. I do want to talk about just the map and EOCs. Ms. Nave mentioned that they have kicked off. And so I do want to remind parents, make sure your students are at school on time, well fed, well rested. They can only give their best. Are there some babies left in the room? Yes, they can only give their best when they're rested and fed. So parents, please make sure that they are ready and they are ready to show what they know and give their best. Our goal is we are striving for 155. Our 155 will get us to full accreditation points. Notice I said full accreditation points. We still need to work toward full accreditation, and we are close and closer and closer. So we are continuing to work on that. So let's cheer our students on and make sure they're giving their best. And then I do want to mention, they already did, Mayor Reggie. I do also want to mention our newly elected board member, Mr. Melvin Williams, who is sitting in the audience. Give him a round of applause as well. And Dr. May already mentioned other newly elected members. So welcome to Riverview Gardens. We want you all to come back every single meeting. So please come every single meeting. We invite you, we invite the partnership. And together, I believe this community, as well as the people who work in this district, can move us forward. We are going to get to full accreditation, point blank and period. We're getting there. So, and then finally, school assignment letters, as you know, as part of the boundary realignment, it will require some students to go to different schools for next school year. So school assignment letters will go out this week. We are finalizing them. Ms. Morrill, you mentioned Ms. Turnipseed. I know she's tired of me because she's been revising and revising and revising. And so that letter will go out this week. We'll give assignments for the 26-27 school year. And just as a reminder, we redrew our boundaries to better align enrollment. We had one school that had approximately 140, another school a little bit over 400. And so we want to better align that. Just for transparency, this will mean that some students who are transitioning into fifth grade will go to a different school for fifth grade, as well as some students who are transitioning into eighth grade. They will end up going to a different school. And so we understand that. I want our families to know that we will do our best to make sure this is a positive transition. But of course, they will take their cues from the adults. So however we react to it is how our students will take it. So I encourage our parents to present this in a positive light, an opportunity to get to know other friends, to get to meet a different school leader as well as teachers. This is an opportunity for growth. So those letters will go out this week. And Madam Chair, that concludes my announcements. Thank you, Dr. Patton. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda? Madam Chair, for me. Second. Okay, that's been moved by Ms. Laura Real and seconded by Ms. Lane to approve the consent agenda. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. The consent agenda has been approved. Next, we will move to items for information. Dr. Patton.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Our first item up for information are the updated board meetings. Making this presentation is Ms. Shakefield. She is the coordinator of board governance. And this is in conjunction with policy DBA. Your name is right there, Shakefield. DBA board meetings. Ms. Fields.
Good evening, everyone. This item for information is just to bring forward the decision that was made by the board. And so moving forward, all of our Board of Education meetings will be held in this room at Central Services. And so I provided an updated calendar for you as well. Okay. Are there any questions?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Fields. I know there are a few board members that need to clap about that. I need you to clap right now.
Thank you. You worried me. All right, our next item up for information is the CSEC quarterly update on staffing and workforce. This is usually in conjunction with our college and career, but we presented our college and career earlier this year, and we will continue to do that so that everyone understands the college and career piece of it earlier in the school year. So making the presentation of the staffing and workforce is Mr. Travis Ford. He is Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, and this is in conjunction with policy IA, instructional goals and priorities. Mr. Ford.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Patton, colleagues, and community. The staffing workforce component of the CSIP outlines the district's strategic approach to recruiting and hiring, developing, supporting, and retaining highly qualified and a diverse workforce that's aligned with the student needs. This includes international recruitments and staffing practices, ongoing professional development for both certified and support staff, and comprehensive employee health and wellness initiatives, and meaningful staff recognition programs. An effective workforce planning ensures that the staffing decisions are data-driven and responsive to the enrollment trends and programmatic demands and the district's priority. You can go to slide 3.
You want to read that?
Yeah, clearly not. I looked at
Can you
the
put it
focus.
in presentation?
Don't worry about it. I have it in front of me. The workforce and staffing training right here focuses on different areas that we have measures that we have implemented to recruit. We've recruited highly certified and classified staff. Some of the expansions that we have done this year are we've expanded our university and college partnerships. We've added in University of Evansville. We've expanded our programs with University of Missouri, St. Louis, and we are in talks to expand some opportunities with schools. We're also continuing our hiring fair. We just had a hiring fair last week at UMSL. And at that fair, we were able to take 2 of our building principals out to start doing some interviews on the spot. We've also expanded our international recruitment. This year, not only do we have Job Connect, but we expanded to J1X visa, which is another recruitment opportunity for us. And so now we have successfully onboarded 64 international teachers who are doing a great job. We've also continued to do our community engagement, and we still have 17 staff members who this year were currently participating in certification programs in order to become certified. Go to the next slide. Our goal for workforce and staffing is by spring 26 to increase our fill rate by 40%. This is a 4-year initiative that we have been doing since 2023. In 2023, we had 242 total vacancies. 144 of them were certified vacancies. Currently, we have 88 total vacancies. We only have 65 certified vacancies. 23 vacancies are non-certified. That puts us at a 4-year fill rate of 63%. We can continue to make strides in recruiting and filling our classrooms with certified instructors. You can go to the next slide. Our strategy one is to establish and maintain a wellness program for our staff employees. We've expanded our wellness offering. We've expanded our communications about our wellness offerings as well. Our communications department has partnered with us. We're continuing to push out information from CSD Trust, the wellness newsletters. Our wellness coordinator continues to coordinate wellness vans like the mammogram van and other options that come in for staff. We've even done staff health checks here at Central Services. Strategy two is to provide opportunities for staff feedback and input. Our communications department continually pushes to ensure that our staff are completing the surveys, getting that information. We extended our community engagement in order to get feedback from our community. We've done a lot of it, especially in conjunction with the budget realignment and the decline in enrollment. Next slide, please. Strategy three is training and support for certified and non-certified staff. We have taken this year to really look at some of our support staff areas that have not been either reporting or we have not focused on strategic planning or professional development. So this year, we've made great strides in significantly enhancing the PD offerings for our nurses, our custodians, our maintenance workers, our social emotional interventionists, homeschool coordinators. Our DSOs have received additional training. We've also put in additional professional development for our secretaries and administrative assistants. Our strategy four is recognition for our certified and non-certified staff members. We are proud that we have been able to continue to improve the recognition for our staff members, along with students, but for our staff members, certified and non-certified. We're going into our third year of having the Support Staff of the Year program in conjunction with our Teachers of the Year. It has been celebrated district-wide, and it is really a great event. And then our last strategy is strategy number 5, to increase salary and benefit options. We have looked at the options for increasing salary and benefit options, and currently we are looking at some benefit options that we can increase. Some of the benefit options we have been able to do is continue to renew our MOU with Lindenwood, which offers a tuition discount for our staff members who are interested in going back to school or furthering their education. And we continue to work with different universities to make sure that we have incentives and scholarship opportunities for our staff members. We'll continue that process as the year goes on. We can go to the next slide. The Staffing and Workforce Committee continues to work to make sure that we are focused on recruitment, retention, and retention of exceptional staff. We believe that it is paramount to enhancing the growth and academic achievement of our students. Our commitment extends beyond just advertising and outreach. It encompasses the deliberate support and cultivation of relationships with our schools, our communities, and the higher education institutions. We also believe that by investing in our professional development and in the growth of our existing staff members, we not only boost our retention rates, but we also increase and create more enriching culture and climate for our district. That concludes the presentation. Are there any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I do want to commend the district as we are moving toward filling those vacancies with certified staff, looking at where we were in 2023 and where we are now. That is a tremendous accomplishment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ford.
I will now move into items for discussion. Our first item up for discussion is the high school boiler replacement. Making this presentation is Mr. Gerald Freeman, Director of Facilities, along with our consultant, Mr. Carl Scheid. This is being presented in reference to policy of the JF purchasing. Mr. Freeman.
Good evening, Dr. Patrick, President Williams, board of large colleagues and community. I stand tonight to talk about the high school boiler replacement. As you have already received these documents, to be succinct, I will introduce Mr. Carl Scheid, consultant for the district for facilities, who started this project along with Mr. Jeff Escott from TMI Dakin, and they will present the
Thank you.
Good evening. I will be brief about this. Really, we're looking at replacing the boiler and building to the high school. It's an end of life. And it has just completed its final heating season. We will not be able to move forward. So it is essential that we move forward with the replacement. It's not a redundant boiler, so if it doesn't work, building 2 doesn't have heat. So with us tonight is Jeff Escott. He's going to give you a very brief summary of what this project will entail, which will allow us to have some redundancy so that if there are any failures, we will continue to have a reliable heating source. We'll turn it over to Jeff at this point.
All right. Down a little bit here. Good evening. Good to see you all again. Thank you for having me tonight. It's been a pleasure to support the district over the last few years. There have been some significant projects that we've been fortunate to support the district and have completed over at Westview Middle School, high school gym, Glasgow Elementary. The project that we are discussing today is as Mr. Scheid mentioned, was the boiler for building number 2 at the high school. It has officially been retired, as he mentioned. It's served the district very well. That being said, there's some things that will happen with the new systems moving forward that should provide you with adequate heating for many years to come. The existing application did not have redundancy. What that means is it had a thinner boiler. If the boiler was down for maintenance or repair, and the heating essentially was non-functional at the school. Current protocol for typical commercial boiler applications would be to have redundancy. It's a twofold process. One, so that you can ensure that you'll have working heat should one boiler be down for repair. 2, it allows for proper maintenance of the boilers while one boiler is running, another boiler can be maintained. And it also increases the life expectancy of the boiler system. A few other items that will be brought up to code will be the flue, that's the off-gassing in the boiler room. Those are code update requirements. We'll be addressing those. And the good news is that the project will be able to be completed in a timely manner. Boilers, typically heating systems, hydronic, go offline typically April 15th, and then they are generally brought back online by October 15th. We anticipate this project being complete sometime around August with the testing to be brought online. Some other points of mention, the warranty program. The new boiler does come with an extended warranty. It's a no-frills warranty. Your heat exchanger in there is your most critical parts, also your most expensive part should fail. So both boilers will have a 10-year warranty of heat exchanger. Just to give you an idea, a typical warranty period on that would be 5 years. So the other part is the energy efficiency and the savings. The existing boiler was about 80% efficient when it was installed many years ago. Probably operating more down in the 50-60% efficient rate right now. The new boilers that will be installed with automation control be somewhere in the 97 to 98 efficiency. So your energy savings operational savings will be significant, and they'll be immediate, especially with the escalation of gas prices. Project will be, like I mentioned, completed by the end of August, and then supported with a first-year service program. Typically, you're going to want to go through, one entire heating cycle to get the boilers dialed in. They will be hooked into the building automation system, which will alert the district facilities team should there be issues with, the heating or mechanical operation. So all that is included in this package. So trying to be succinct. But we appreciate the opportunity to look at this for you, put it through the engineering department, and happy to take any questions that you may have.
Not trying to be a boiler engineer. However, you used the term redundancy several times. Can you kind of explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, so it's like having backup, right? So you have there's 2 parts to redundancy. One, right now you have a single boiler in place. If that boiler goes down, the typical response time to make a boiler repair could be anywhere from a day to 3 days. In other words, there wouldn't be heating in the building. And being a commercial building, if the boiler goes down and the building cools off, generally takes a day or 2 to warm the building back up. With redundancy, right, you'll have a boiler that is on standby and a boiler that is running. And what those boilers do is they operate a runtime, typically in a 1-week cycle. Boiler number 1 runs for a week. Boiler number 1 goes into standby. Boiler number 2 comes on, it runs for a week, and they continue to cross back and forth. So that redundancy allows you to do a couple of things. One, save on the useful life of the boiler. So if you run one boiler, as you can imagine, nonstop around the clock, the life expectancy for that boiler would be significantly less than running two in the manner that I just described. So that's the redundancy.
So the cost in here is for actually two boilers.
For the correct application, yeah, for the updated. If you were to redesign a system and build a building from the ground up and you have a hydronic heating system, you would have two boilers by today's standard.
Do our other buildings have two boilers?
Well, Mr. Scheit and I were talking about that. You do have some other buildings that have boilers that are at the end of useful life, and he is working on a comprehensive program to that. Yes. We will be heading that way potentially.
What is your you said that the repairs or years going to be you're going to be done in August and usually it's done you're finished in October. So what is the difference? Is these what is the difference that it only take that amount of time to take another boiler? Is it different kind of boilers?
No, the current boiler that's there now is shut down because the heating season ended. So the new boilers that are going in, it's a combination of ordering the equipment from the factory and then receiving the equipment, and both the new boilers will be installed at exactly the same time.
So why is it only going to take you to August to do it? In June, you said it would take October.
No, the boilers are turned on in the district. All of your boiler systems are turned on in October. So we'll be done way ahead of time before you actually need to run that boiler. So that boiler will be ready to go for the kids almost a month and a half ahead of schedule.
And it's typical?
That would be the goal, yes. You wouldn't want to push it until October, because if it doesn't work when you go to turn it on, then we don't have heat.
No, I'm not talking about when you turn it on, the operation of how things do. Relationship different than it used to be. Usually take to October to fix the board. How much to repair it or to install it? You usually take to October.
No, Ms. Tisworth, I think what he's saying is the district usually turns on the boilers throughout the district in October. He's just letting us know it will be finished long before that, so that when we turn it on, it's ready to go. Yeah, we usually turn it, because it's off right now, as you can tell, because I'm freezing, but they usually turn it on in October and off in April. And so he's just saying that it will be, the new boiler will be in place long before October, so that we can ensure that the buildings will be back in October when they
But when we have problems with like the boiler bursting, blowing that we've had before, we didn't have a backup.
That's correct. You've traditionally not had a backup. At the point in time when the existing systems were installed, it was probably a value engineering method where they would have opted to put one boiler in. Now, boiler construction now is much different than it was 25 years ago. So the boilers now, if you look at the size of them, it's kind of like an air conditioner. They're about half the size. And they actually, believe it or not, as far as the dollar value for the boilers, they're less expensive now than probably ever. So you get more money back when you operate your boiler now, 98% efficiency. That means 98% of that energy that goes into that boiler comes out as heat. Right now, when you pump that energy into the existing boiler, when it's installed, but on its best day, you would have gotten 80% of your output out of it, right? And that boiler, by the standard that was operating before it was shut down, that was probably more like 50 or 60%. So you were spending 100% energy to get 50% out of it. Now you're going to be putting that 100% energy into the new boilers, and you're going to get 98% of it back out. So it's going to be a very good situation. In other words, your energy bill will go down.
Okay, so the other ones that you were saying that Mr. Scheit's going to make a proposal for, a plan for, and those are the high school. We don't have this problem in the high school.
But this is other schools.
Other schools as well. So superintendent,
multiple times.
are we prepared for that?
When you say prepared, do you mean financially, Ms.
Yes,
Lane? I am working on this district being prepared financially, Ms. Lane, if I'm gonna be transparent. We have a $8 to $9 million deficit. We will continue to work on that. But they will put together a plan. The director of facilities and his team will put together a plan. And of course, I'll bring that to the board. And yes, we are working hard. It's a 13, we reduced it $13 million.
That's of course, thank you.
You're welcome.
Madam Chair, I just wanted to ask, of course, there's gonna need to be some training, additional training for staff of what's concerned. Because of the system, you said that it's going to be easy. Will there be some training and whose responsibility is to monitor this? You know?
Yes. Yeah, great question. So the district has a building automation network.
Right.
So all the buildings, like everything that's running. So the building automation system will be hooked into the new boilers.
Okay.
And then the training will actually happen on site with facilities and districts.
Okay,
And then that whole process actually is supported for the district. So if anything's needed, additional training support for the first full year of operation. Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, all happens on site.
So on average, what would the cost be, just per building? If we were to do this in each building, just not just a roundabout average.
The answer, it depends, right? It doesn't always make the most sense. However, it depends on the additional attachment structure. So this application right now, the pipe network that's connected to it is in good shape. Pumps that are there are in good shape. In other words, they have useful life. So you're not incurring cost with that. And some of the other applications that may not be the case, you may have to do some pipe work and some pump work. But when you're looking at similar type systems, this cost would be in line with some of the similar. So we're saying, one of the other buildings at the high school, for example, if you need a replacement or redundancy system there, we would be looking around the state.
Which is?
It's 100, well, this one here is 158, 838.
I'm just trying to get you confirming to a number. Thank you for saying that.
Well done, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
All right. Gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our next item up for discussion are policy recommendations. Making this presentation is Ms. Jennifer Williams. She is our human resource manager. And this is in reference to policy CH, policy implementation and dissemination.
Good evening, Board of Education, Dr. Patty, community and colleagues. Tonight, I am presenting 5 policies for discussion. The first policy is policy JGF, discipline, reporting, and records. This policy is being revised for clarity and to align with the new requirements enacted under Senate Bill 68. The updated law shortens the time frame for prosecutors and law enforcement to notify districts when a student commits certain crimes. The policy also reflects expanded authority for districts to enter written agreements with law enforcement regarding and reporting assault. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the updates as recommended by MSBA. The second policy is policy JFCJ, weapons in school. This policy is being revised to comply also with Senate Bill 68, which requires districts to regularly report all school safety incidents and credible threats to the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. Additionally, MSBA refined the policy to clearly distinguish between weapons covered under the Missouri Safe Schools Act and other prohibited weapons. It is recommended that the district accept the changes to the policy in accordance with MSBA updates. The third policy is policy JG, discipline, student discipline. This policy is being updated also to align with Senate Bill 68, which prohibits zero tolerance disciplinary practices in both name and application. It is recommended that the district accepts the MSBA recommended changes. The fourth policy is policy EHBA, student use of personal electronic devices for instructional purposes. MSBA is recommending that the district rescind this policy and instead use policy JFCB, which was created to address Senate Bill 68 also, student use of personal electronic communication devices. It is recommended that the district rescind the policy as advised by MSB. The last policy is policy IKA, which is grading systems. This was a new policy for district consideration, and it is recommended that the district does not adopt policy IKA, grading systems, but instead incorporate grading and assessment expectations into the staff handbook to better align with current regional practices. This concludes the policy recommendations. Are there any questions?
Thank you. Jennifer, I do have a question just about the policy EHBA, student use of personal electronic devices. Is being replaced with a different policy?
Yes, we are using policy JFCB.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Our next item up for discussion is the Renaissance renewal. Making this presentation is Dr. Tiffany Hunter, our Director of Assessment and Research Award winner. This is being presented in conjunction with policy IL assessment programs. Dr. Hunter.
Thank you, Dr. Patton. Good evening, Riverview Gardens School Board, Dr. Tanya Patton, colleagues and community. This evening, I have the privilege of presenting the Renaissance renewal for discussion. For 6 years, the district has utilized Renaissance as our primary assessment and practice ecosystem. It provides critical adaptive data in math, reading, and early literacy. A breakdown of the key components of this platform can be found in your board packets. However, I do want to lift one component for you. We do use Renaissance to serve as our primary tool for mandated reading assessments and interventions under Senate Bill 681. This platform empowers our administrators and teachers to make informed decisions regarding curriculum, targeted interventions, and enrichment opportunities. This data is regularly reported to parents, the Riverview Gardens School Board, and the State Department to ensure transparency and accountability. This year's renewal maintains our current suite of services with no reductions in support. Notably, the proposal reflects a savings of $27,665.83 compared to the previous year. It is recommended that the Riverview Gardens School Board approve the renewal of the Renaissance platform in an amount not to exceed $236,328.75 to be purchased during the 2026-2027 fiscal year. Are there any questions?
I do have one, Dr. Hunter. What's the reason for the savings?
Our partnership with Renaissance, again, they like us. And so that's all I can say. They like us.
Thank you. So whatever the reason for the savings is, I'll take it, whatever it is.
They're very committed to Riverview Gardens and the growth that they have seen with us using this platform. And so they work with us very well.
Thank you, Dr. Hunter.
Thank you, Dr.
Madam President, this concludes our items for discussion.
And thank you, Dr. Pat. Next, we will move to the installation of Board of Education newly elected director.
This time I would like Ms. Jackson as well as Ms. Tisworth to come here as well. They need to be sworn in this meeting. You need to face me. We're going to take the oath of office. I want to say again, congratulations to not only our incumbent, Ms. Sharon Tisworth and Ms. Jacqueline Jackson, but to Mr. Melvin Williams. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you on the board. And so if you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and impartially discharge the duties of school board director for the Riverview Gardens School District in St. Louis County, the state of Missouri, to the best of my abilities. Thank you. So now I would like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Tanya Patton. She will take over from here so we can conduct our board reorganization in accordance with our board policy for the selection of our board president as well as our board vice president. All right, let's do this first. Dr. Avant Elliott, would you please come forward? Dr. May, on behalf of the Board of Education, the students and staff of Riverview Gardens School District, we want to thank you for your service to this school district. You have been on the board, I think, for 3 years, and you had previously served as well. So we want to make sure that we say thank you to you. Thank you for putting our students first and our staff, and we appreciate your service to the Riverview Gardens School District. I will let the board president speak as well.
Dr. May, we just want to thank you for your service and just look forward to you doing just more great things in the community. And for you, we have a nice photo of you. A very nice frame. And again, we just want to say thank you for everything you did for the Gardens School District, and we know there's more to come.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, Mr. Williams, welcome to the Riverview Gardens School Board. You are welcome. We will move now into the next thing we'll do is proceed with the election of the president of the board. Anytime there is a new election, new board members, we do a reorganization. So we will proceed with the election of the board president. I will now open the floor for nominations. Are there any nominations for the position of board president? Ms. Tisworth? Ms. Tisworth, make sure you turn on your microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I would like to nominate Ms. Wonderland for president.
Thank you. Are there additional nominations for president? Okay, if there are no nominations, I will entertain a motion to close the nominations. Board members, can I have a motion to close nomination?
Make a motion to close.
Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a motion made to close nomination and a second. It has been moved to close the nominations. Motion carries. Nominations are now closed. We will now proceed with a vote for board president. Voting will be conducted by roll call for each person nominated. All of you are, Ms. Lane. Ms. Lane has been elected as, Ms. Lane has been nominated as board president. Can we begin the voting?
Yes.
Ms. Morreal?
Yes.
Dr. Coleman?
Yes.
Ms. Tisworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
No.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Ms. Lane?
Yeah.
Motion passes. Ms. Wanda Lane has been elected as the board president of the Riverview Garden School District. Please give her a round of applause. We will now move to the election of the vice president of the Board of Education. Well, hold on, Ms. Tisworth. I have a script to follow, so just hold on. The next order of business, as I said, is sorry, Ms. Tisworth. All right, is the vice president of the board. Are there nominations? Ms. Tisworth.
I'd like to nominate Ms. Coleman.
Ms. Tisworth has nominated Dr. Coleman as vice president of the board. Are there any additional nominations? Okay. If there are no nominations, I move to close the nominations. Second, is there a second?
Yes.
Can you make the motion and second it, Ms. Tisworth? Oh, Ms. Moore made the motion. Okay, I'm sorry. It has been moved to close nominations. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We will now proceed to the vice president of the Board of Education. Voting will be conducted by a roll call vote. Dr. Nikita Coleman has been nominated for Board of Education. Can we get a roll call vote, please?
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
No.
Ms. Tisworth?
Yes.
Ms. Lane?
Yes.
Dr. Coleman? Yes. Ms. Warrior?
Yes.
Motion carries. Dr. Nikita Coleman has been elected as vice president of the Board of Education for the Riverview Garden School District. Please give her a round of applause. Our next order of business is the election of the Missouri School Board Association delegate and alternate. I will open the floor for nominations. Ms. Tisworth.
I'd like to nominate Ms. Moore.
Ms. Veronica Morrow has been nominated as the MSBA delegate. Are there others? Are there any other nominations? If no other nominations, I will entertain a motion to close nominations.
I'd like to make a motion to close the nominations. Second.
Been moved and seconded. Ms. Williams did. All in favor? Motion carries. Nominations are now closed. We will proceed with the vote of the MSBA delegate. Voting will be conducted by a roll call vote for each nomination. We will now proceed. Yes.
Please do a roll for the delegate.
Okay. Roll call vote for the delegate and the alternate. Just the delegate. Okay. Ms.
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Coleman? Yes. Ms. Warrior?
Yes.
Ms. Tisworth? Yes. Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Morrell has been elected as the MSBA, or not elected, has been nominated. We will move forward with a roll call vote on Ms. Morrell being elected. Okay, okay, very good. Okay, is there I'm opening the floor. Ms. Lane, you're supposed to be doing this.
Thank you very much, Dr. Patton.
Thank you. I will open the floor for an alternate, an MSBA alternate.
Madam Chair, I would like to nominate Dr. Nikita Coleman as the alternate.
Dr. Nikita Coleman has been nominated as the alternate for the MSBA. Are there any other nominations? All right, I would like a motion to close the nomination.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Voting is now closed. We will now proceed to the alternate. Voting will be conducted by a roll call vote. Ms. Dr. Nikita Coleman has been nominated as the MSBA alternate. Roll call vote, please.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
No.
Ms. Sizzler?
Yes.
Ms. Lyman?
Yeah.
Dr. Coleman? And,
Yes. That concludes our reorganization. Mr. Williams, welcome to the Riverview Gardens School Board. One more announcement.
I want to just make a public announcement that we are not in receipt of our certified election results, but I did have a conversation today with the St. Louis County Board of Elections. So that is the reason why we move forward, because in our policy, it states under policy, if you know, I think it's BCA, but it states that we are we can conduct this process within 14 days of the election. And so at the next board meeting, we will bring forward our the certified election results, and then you all will start your roles at that meeting. Okay.
I have a question for you, Shay, to be transparent.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
also served on the MSBA regional for Region 7 as advocacy chair. Does that conflict with being delegate for our district?
It should not. So I have a package for each of you who have been chosen for the specific position, so that you'll begin your new role at the April 28th. Thank you.
Thank you, and welcome to your new seats. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? It has been moved by Ms. Tinsworth and seconded by Ms. Jackson to close open work session. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, meeting is adjourned. Everyone be safe going home. Thank you.